All right. Thought I was doing so good, and you know what happened? Storage filled up on my other phone again. So this one is a two-part video. This is part 2 of repotting my Kingsville boxwood. I've already, I don't know where the other one stopped yet, so I've already done some exploration. Haven't done a whole lot of looking down here. But I'm glad I am finally able to see in here because there's some stuff like this which doesn't belong. Some weird, funky shaped root. Oh, and that's actually the bottom. So we're going to come in here and just do a little snip on there. Try to take out some of this big stuff, like this one. It just comes underneath. I've already trimmed off a couple up top here that just didn't seem to fit nicely. I can tell already that I'm going to have to do quite a bit of trimming. So this one comes up. That's a no-go for me, so that one's bye-bye. Ooh, scissors out there. Yeah, so this one, it's been an easy repot so far. Ooh, and I think I've chosen about the right size and shape container for my goals for it without going too undersized, considering how much I'm taking off of these roots. There's a lot going on here in the roots, so I'm taking a lot off. I want to take off. Ooh. There the roots look too, which is nice. I seem to have a pretty decent flare under here. I don't know if you can tell, but that seems to be one big mass with lots of little fine roots, which I'm very, very happy about. I wasn't sure how far down the trunk went, so I hadn't cut off all of my low branches yet. And I guess I'll probably keep this one as a feeder branch, a sacrificial branch anyways, so that's not bad. Yeah. All right, we're doing okay. Yes, we are. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. I didn't turn it the wrong way or anything. Yeah. Just try to get to a point where I can see what I'm working with. All right. Give it a little spray. Make sure it doesn't dry out too much, you know. And also, let me clean out some of the soil on top so I can see a little better. Yeah. All right. So I don't know what you guys are seeing, but I'm seeing a whole lot of nice, thick, well, not thick, but radial roots. I suppose I should have expected that. Trim off some of these ones up top here. It's going up, so that needs to go. This one down here is going up as well, but might have a part to it, so we're gonna let that one go for a bit. A whole bunch over here going up. Ooh. Take this little root nub off a little bit tighter. There we go. All right. I'm getting somewhere. Well, skewer to try to make a little more sense without any tearing. This does a very good job combing these roots out, which I love. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is playing in the background. I know it's like rock music, but it's not what I chose to put on, I guess. So if you're going to judge me for my musical taste, this is not my musical taste. I just didn't turn it off. No idea what this is. I should. I'm sure there's somebody out there like, how do you not know who this is? This is the Catcher in the Rise, or some silly name like that. I have no clue who this is. Nor do I really much mind who it is, because I don't really particularly love this type of music all the time. We're really getting in here now. What I really want to do is try to figure out what's up, what's down, all that. As is right now, I think I need to work on the bottom here. Cut out some of these real big ones. So there are some stuff headed straight down that's real, real big, and I don't want that. Go over here and just all these thick ones. This one's a thick, thick one. All right. Really tough to see what I'm doing, I know. I'm too high up there, aren't I? All right. I'm just going through and finding the ones that are very vertical, or, just coming down too low. Really like stiff roots that are coming down low. So I want to get rid of those. And that'll give me a little more of an ability to untangle this as well, because it is still kind of a mess. I haven't made enough progress to say that I've gotten as far as I need to. We're getting down there for sure. You can still see me working, maybe. Yeah, I can't see well what I'm doing, but just trying to get the rest of this soil out. See what the base of this tree looks like. I'm hoping I'm not too disappointed by it, but you never know, right? So far, I'm happy. Yeah. Wasn't expecting to be even this happy, so this is a really nice surprise so far. All right. So I can see one here that turns and heads straight down. So I'm gonna take that out. Not a whole lot to it, which is good. I got one that's right above that that is headed up. So I'm gonna take that one off right there. A couple of head straight. This one wants to grow them straight up roots, I guess. All right. Ooh. Same with over here. So many roots heading straight up. Ooh. Tangle that. This one comes off and goes in a funny direction. I also don't think it goes down the way I want, so it's going to come off all the way. Give me a little more ability to get in here too and see back underneath it. Yeah, I don't think that one was working anyways. I don't think that was part of the final design. You guys can still see, sorry. Angled the camera up so I could see a little better. Oh. Always easy to see this stuff. These roots do seem to flow better. I think I need to take off some more that are coming straight up. But I think they're all, oh man, they're all pretty much going straight up. That's okay though. It's just something you deal with. All right, now I'm realizing these ones over here are a little too high. So they're gonna come off. Wrong side. The skewer works really well when you use the skewer shape side, right? All right, and I pruned this one, it was the middle of the winter. I figured no sap flow or less sap flow was the right time to do that. It was a lot of bulging here, so hopefully this inverse taper will kind of correct itself over time. It's part of why I left that sacrificial branch on there. Really hoping we're getting close to the end here. Oof. Have to give it a good rinse in the sink. which I won't show you guys because I've got a pan in there right now that needs to be cleaned. Ooh, before I do that though, I'm gonna take that guy out. Head the wrong direction. This guy, too vertical, too vertical, too vertical. This one is all over the place. Take it off right there. All right, I'm gonna do a little. Maybe not the best tool for the job, but do a little underneath trimming to try to get rid of some of these more vertical ones. That one's a big one, but that's okay. It's okay to have big ones. All right, I'm gonna do a little rinse in the sink real quick. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. Oh yeah. All right. Ooh, you guys heard that. Not bad noises. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this and hope I didn't leave any scissors in it. I don't think I did. If I did, I'll find out real quick, right? Ooh. All right. Actually, I may not need this anymore. I'm gonna switch over to my turntable. Ooh. And if you guys can't tell already, I am slightly caffeinated. I've been losing my train of thought this whole time. Candace, I don't know how you do it. I'm just not that good. All right. Bada boom. Look at that. Nice, right? Nice. I can see already that like it just keeps getting bigger as it goes down, which is so good. Not as many crossing over roots or anything that I would have to worry about. I actually don't mind. This is my root base level. I'm going to take this one off the rest of the way here. It's not helping anything. And this one too, because it's pointed up. Let's see if I can get a little more. Got my little skewer right here. Oh, there's my big skewer. Yeah, really pleased with this thing. That's a little better. Still got to work on this. So these all are kind of head the wrong way, which is not what I want. I don't want anything going the wrong way. Look how long that root is that just unwound, you know? I don't think I can get it to stay down, so this will have to come off, unfortunately. Sorry, buddy. I'm making a massacre of you. Barely see. I'm just using the pointy end and try to get the rest of this dirt out right here so I can see exactly the shape of this root. So it is like right there. It's just outside of my ability. All right. So the one underneath of it actually looks terrible. It kind of does. And it crosses over. I'll do two things. I'm going to try to get rid of this bigger one underneath. I think I'm going to try to keep that one. Take back a little bit further. All right, hopefully that did it. Yeah, that's a little better. You can see much better underneath here where all these roots just turn down, which I do not want. So I'm going to come through, and you can all see as well. Those all just turn towards the ground, which is not ideal. I'm going to come through and cut these off. Okay, that's better. Another one in here, although I might not even keep that root anyways, but I'm not trying to go that extreme just yet. This one's kind of low and vertical. Do a little more trim on the bottom here. I figure you can always grow down, but definitely need to get rid of the stuff that I don't want before it does. All right. You're looking okay. There's one right here. It's kind of coming down the wrong angle. So one, really all these. They might end up being good one day. They're not ideal right now. Here. All right. Real quick, see if I can give this another rinse and be, you know, where we want to be with it. Because already it's looking good. I want to make sure I've got it all correct. It's really easy just to put it right back into the sink, right here next to it. All right. Let's see where we're at now. See some big chunks of dirt, which I want to clean out of here, like right here. Can you see? Hope so, yeah. So right here, I want to clean out these chunks of dirt. And you can really see how nice that root flare is now, even more so. Some more dirt down below too. Isn't bad. It's not bad dirt. Feels like it's pretty granular stuff. Another piece right there I'd wanted to get out. I thought I saw one here. Maybe not. I'm also concerned some things that I see that might be dirt could also be something like a rotten root. Well, it smells good. It smells just like it should, I think. All right. Ooh. Still a lot of stuff pointing up, you know? So over here, I think I've just got too much coming up. It's not supposed to be coming up. And it's got this nice radial root base. I really got to figure out is whether or not this one's too high. And I think it is. I don't like it either. So it's going to come off. This one's too tall, or too high, sorry. It's too high up on the tree. Might it have been a nice feature? Yeah, but it's just not in the right spot. Now I think my highest root is these right here, which I'm not going to take those off because I think those actually might be my best roots at that level. I've taken off a lot. Still working on it, but taking off a lot already. One thing I'm really concerned with is, kind of getting them all pointed the right direction and making sure that there's nothing pointed up. So like you can see over here, there's stuff that's really pointed up, which I do not want. It's kind of high, but I like where it's at. That one's okay. That one's pointed straight up, wherever that's coming from, right here. Jeez. Right over here, we got some going up from the bottom almost. The thing with boxwoods, just roots pointed towards the sky. Jesus. Did not expect this. Well, I suppose if it's in, nursery stock soil, it's always possible. Take this one down too. That one almost there. Just going through it. And off all these roots pointed up. Not the roots can't point up, but they're not supposed to, All right, give it a little bowl cut here. Make sure it's ready for 1992. All right. I think I'm just about ready to pot this sucker up. Sorry to everybody who is watching this. Like, that thing's not going to make it. He totally butchered that. I probably did. That's all right, though. Sometimes I take things too far. This might be one of those times. I'm trying not to do this again later. It's my whole thing, so. Let's try to get it so it's pretty flat. All right, I think that's where I want it. I got everything pointed down, it needs to point down. Everything pointed up, it needs to point up. If you guys can see, if I got one back here that's just pointed towards the sky, so that's gonna go. I think otherwise, this is a pretty good shape to be potted up. So, I'm not sure I need to use this size pot, but I think this is a good size pot for it. The alternative is to put it in something smaller. Oops. I have that one, I like it. I've also got this one, and this is a creme brulee container. So I'm gonna try them out real quick. I don't think that's the right one at all. Never mind on that. That's gonna be a tough one. I'll probably paint that before I use it. This one, you know, I don't mind it. I'm just worried that the canopy is too big for it. So I think this is the one I'm gonna go with. All right. I'm gonna cut some screen. Just gonna do one big piece diagonally. Got enough screen to start a war. I'm gonna give this a rinse. Make sure it's all cleaned out. Oops. Got spray nozzle on. Ooh. Definitely wise to make sure things are cleaned out so you don't get any, well, barely, any kind of fruit rot or anything that you weren't anticipating. All right, so that's good. I'm gonna give that a dump and a rinse. So I've got a clean surface here. Forgetting I did that. Ooh. All right. So now I've got a side of front. I thought I was going to use that as the front. Let's take a look, because I think if I was to plant it about there. Got something, yep, I got something sticking down here that's keeping me from going flat. Not for long. Should be it. That's better. All right. I'd plan on that as the front. Leave. I don't mind that. I'm not sure it's exactly what I wanted, but I don't mind it. The other alternative would be here. All right, so here's decision time. What I've got to do is I've got to decide, coming up my tree. Oh man. Can I zoom out on this? I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna come down next to it. Ooh. Cheers, Candace. Free coffee. Ooh. All right. So I think on my roots, my most interesting root is here. So that could be the way the front is, this way. The way the tree kind of moves, yes, it goes that way, but I'm also concerned with balance. So if I use this with the front, because of course the roots can change, I've got branch here, this is a sacrificial branch, a little leaf here that I probably don't want. This adds some depth, and this can be my leader. The only thing is, leader's headed away from me. However, the only other way to kind of combat that would be, again, use this as a front. One here, this adds the depth. My leader comes up towards me, this being the leader, No, that's not even the leader I'd chosen. The leader I'd chosen was up here. If I come back around to here, this is my front. I plant at this angle. Let's see, get it back to there. That root's not bad in the back. So it comes up. This is my leader, and it comes back towards the viewer. This adds some depth again. I'm going to branch off to the side here. Potentially I can get more branches over here. Yeah, I think this has got to be my front. Okay. Whew. So, easy decision there. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Get some soil in here. Get this guy potted up. We will be in really good shape, I hope. So I've got just big enough of a screen to fit this diagonally. There's a little bit of organic in this this mix. I'm not terribly worried about there being a little, especially because apparently these things just root like nobody's business. Another rock. Since I don't have a lot of roots, I can plant this kind of high, just mash it down. All right, now I gotta come back at it and decide. So this is my front here. That sacrificial branch doesn't need to be considered in the composition. I think I'm gonna put it here. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, you know what? It's gotta lean. Yeah, I think this is it. Right about there is where it needs to be. Do a little root trimming on the back here. Make sure I can fit it. Ooh. Still a little too close to the edge. Someone gave me some feedback on one of my repots. They said, hey, you are getting your roots way too close to the edge of the pot. They don't have room for growth. I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, you need to leave at least a quarter inch, especially ones that are like shohin size, so that way you can get some growth out of them. Otherwise, your root's going to run to that pot. They're going to stop growing pretty fast. I said, I never thought of that. So now I'm trying to be more careful to trim my roots better. All right, so you can see the whole tree there. I barely see the whole pot, but I think that's the right everything for it. I'm going to do a little mount up in the center here, although it's already started to pick up. Rock. And no, I'm not tying it in. Didn't plan on it. All right. A little shakeout. All the way around. Ooh. Grab my bar spoon in case I need it, but honestly, it's kind of nice to use anyways. Keeps your fingers a little bit cleaner. All right, Tom, thanks for the tip on this. I think I used it in another video already, but doesn't mean it's not a good tip. You had no way to know. Yeah. All right. Let's get to chopsticking. I really want to make sure I've got this in the right position. A bit of slag from drilling. So I'm really trying to make sure that the leader comes towards the viewer. Did I just position this wrong? No, I'm good. Okay. So I just put this in the pot the wrong way. Not the first time that would ever happen to me. All right, let's just double check that, right? Let's just double check. So that's the front, right? Yeah, because this is the leader coming up and towards. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Just want to double check. It was already pretty stable in here. I mean, it's not the most stable, of course, but it's already pretty stable, and I haven't even done much chopsticking. I may have planted a little bit high. We'll see very soon, you know? We'll see very, very soon. Now I can stick everything in there. It's that kind of funky root. It's fine. I don't mind it being a little funky in the back. Just trying to tuck all these roots in here. I think we're getting closer. Spoon. All right, I can see where there's a, looks like a root sticking up here. Let's see if I can tuck that back in. Couple, all right. These things are, the roots start to come up. They're so frustrating, you know? It's a little better. All right. I think I'm where I need to be for this guy. I'm going to do my top dressing, because so far I've had really, really good results. This is a top dressing, this Bullet Earth. So I'm using it as a top dressing. Also, it holds in moisture really nice. It also is not ugly per se. It's really easy to see if it's wet or dry, which is also nice. And again, this isn't just straight out of the bag. I baked this in the oven for a while, 200, not super hot. You know, this is probably a good base as well if I want to grow moss. It would grow really nice in something like this, because like, you know, it can be a wet, almost gummy clay sometimes. All right. I think that's about all I need on this guy. All right. Very big repot today. Probably took way too long. Let's see if I'm even still recording, right? I am. Oh man, 34 minutes into the second part. But I'm pleased with it. So let's get a better look, right? So we're saying that this is the back, so this is the front. As it comes, turn so you can see better. So that is our front right about there. I like it. Much smaller container, much easier to maintain. I'm not doing any trimming right now. I'll trim some more later. It's got some healing to do. But yeah, Kingsville Boxwood all potted up. Thanks for joining me and watching my channel today. Hope you all have a great day.